The Pacers have set the tone on the road in these playoffs. The first 2 road games in each of their last 2 series, they're undefeated in road clutch games and have 3 17-point comebacks. They believe that they'll win, just like our super fan here. What's up, my friend? Always great to see you. We don't have a mic on you, but just wanted to say hello.
No, he's always got the best seats in the house, and he's sitting next to the best seats in the house.
Yeah, always.
All the time.
So Zeke, let's start with
I need that leather poodle. He got that poodle on right now. Yes, he does. Look at that. Oh my gosh.
So Zeke, let's talk about the Pacers and their ability to be the underdogs in every series, like we were just talking about before, but to win those first 2 games in the series on the road, their last 2 series.
Don't underestimate them. And even though they're the underdog, this is an exceptionally good basketball team. And what makes them exceptional? They pass, they score, they can play under pressure, they can defend, they can play a multitude of styles, they can pick and roll you to death, they can fast break you to death, they got inside scoring, they got 3-point shooting, and then they defend. And then they got a coach who can junk up the game when it's time to. So don't be surprised if you see Carlisle throw some zone out there, some half-court press. He's going to do something to junk up the game a little bit.
You know, Shaq, I know you have one of the most incredible postseason comebacks in NBA history against the Portland Trail Blazers in a Game 7. When you're in a playoff game and you're down 10, 15 points, you're into the 4th quarter, what's your mindset to have that kind of comeback? Because the Pacers, they've done it 3 times this postseason.
Your mindset, first of all, you have to stay positive. And second of all, you just have to chip away. You just have to chip away. You know, a multitude of things can happen on why you're down. Your number 1 guy's not going, your number 2 guy's not going, your guys are not hitting the open shots. But if you stay with it, if you stay focused, and if you have the belief you will get it done, and you just keep playing, anything can happen.
You know, Kenny, we're seeing Tyrese Halliburton live in action right now as he warms up. For those watching a player of his caliber, what do you notice as he comes out, where he starts on the floor and as he goes through his routine?
Well, I think for him, as a point guard, I wouldn't even say for him, as any point guard who has to play at a high level or playing at for high stakes, there's 3 or 4 things that you have to say, I'm coming to the arena to do. For me, it was like, I'm going to push the ball from free throw line to free throw line. I'm going to sprint into my 3, and I'm going to try to pick up early on the defensive end. Halliburton already has in his mind what he's going to do. So this is just, let me get my body loose to do it. He is at a level where he doesn't have to, he's not coming out here to find his shot. He's coming out here to loosen his body. Now, those younger players that were here an hour ago, they're coming out here because they don't understand what they're good at yet. They don't know their game. This guy is just getting his body loose. He already knows the 4 things that he has to do to make his team win. And if there's a 5th thing, he's going to figure it out as the game goes on.
And it's very important that you cannot be overwhelmed by all of this. This is different than a regular game. I see a million people out here, like, you have to stay focused. You have to say, this is my routine. This is what I'm doing.
But do you think the New York thing helped him? Because, like, playing in New York, playing
but it
against
wasn't
the
like
Knicks.
this. Look at this.
But no, I think it was worse. Because it's the people that you admire are now watching you. And admiring you. Because there were so many celebrities and stars and music.
He played in LA. He played in LA.
Okay.
So for us, that's a big thing.
That was a big thing.
Every night, you know, they coming to see him. We come there and
when we played the Knicks in the final, the one thing I had to get over was the fact that the people I admire was watching me on the warm-up.
And it's more pressure.
It's more pressure.
More pressure. But I think with Halliburton, right, he's one of the few guys in the NBA right now. He can beat you in 2 ways as a point guard. He can beat you taking 8 shots, or he can beat you taking 18 shots. Most guys, like SGA, he's got to beat you taking 18 or more shots. Halliburton can take 8 shots, and his fingerprints are all over the game, and he can beat you.
You know, Zeke, we have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander warming up now, your league MVP. The NBA's leading scorer in the regular season, the postseason leading scorer as well. So, I mean, Shaq, set the tone. When you are an MVP, when you were the guy that everybody's expecting to be the guy, and it's your first game in the NBA Finals, what's your train of thought?
My train of thought is 4 more, and the dream is complete. See, where we messed up at when we beat Michael Jordan, one of the greatest players ever played the game, we thought the dream was complete, and we had 10 days off. So I think both
What
teams
did you
will be
do
a
in
little
those
rusty.
10 days?
Man, 10 days. D. Scott, I hate you for taking me to Magic City.
This is a PG show. This is parental guidance.
but
You went for the
show.
wings. He went for the wings.
Listen, you have to say,
The Orlando Magic.
you know, obviously he's been very consistent, but you have to continue to be consistent because, you know, as they showed in the promo, you don't want to get here and lose. So I'm saying to myself, I got four more wins, I'm going to be a champion, and I'm starting tonight, and I'm coming in tonight, and I'm putting up 40. I don't care who they put on me.
You know, it's a great point that Shaq makes because both of you guys, the first time you went to the finals, same thing for Hakeem Olajuwon, by the way, like great players going for the first time, it's almost like, oh, and you lose that one. For Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, how can he get over that hump in his first finals?
He just has to be consistent. I mean, he's going to have the ball in his hands enough where he's going to get rhythm and he's going to get touches, you know. Now, what he's got to be concerned about in the game 1 is what is Indiana going to do to him? Are they going to double team him? Are they going to play zone? I guarantee you what Indiana shows you in the first quarter, guarding SGA, in the fourth quarter is going to be totally different. Carlisle is going to change up his defense. He's not going to see the same defense quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4.
When you play in this level, Shaquille O'Neal is going to come and play.
Yes.
Isiah Thomas is going to come to play. They're either first team All-NBA. They are the best players in the league. SGA is going to come to play. My role when I was in this position was to make sure that mentally, even if I didn't have the great game mentally, Mario Elie, Vernon Maxwell, Sam Cassell, Big Shot Bob, which I'm just, I was older than those guys at that time, except for Mario. I'm I had more experience than Mario at that time. So I'm like, okay, I got to make sure they're ready. So I had a thing called the countdown shoes. I would put 4, 3, 2, 1 on it. And every time we won, I put an X.
Okay.
And it was the countdown shoes. So now you come down, I'm like, yo, Mario, 4, look down. Who's going to put that X? We got to put that X. Burn it. Like, it's just, because we know Dream and Shaq, and we know that Clyde is coming to play. SGA is not going to have an off championship series. So it's important for Lou Dort. It's important for Williams. It's important for Chet Holmgren, for Isaiah Joe to come prepared to help them get through the hole to win the championship.
You know, we was talking about, you know, the NBA Finals, and I went to 3 NBA Finals, and every year I upped my field goal percentage. In SGA, as a perimeter player, right, I shot 50% from the field, 55 from the 3 in the NBA Finals. So you got to raise your level of play. You got to raise your level of game because you're not going to get as many opportunities. You're not going to get as many shots when you're the focal point of the offense. So SGA, game 1, you can't miss.
You have to be super efficient.
You got to set that tone.
Yeah, the efficiency is what's going to have to be for him. If he takes his normal 20 shots, he has to be north of 13 every night.
Yeah, he got to be 12, 13, 14 for 20 every night.
And Kenny makes a great point. The superstars are coming to play. The others have to step up and make it very easy for these guys. But listen, this guy's a great player, but he just has to continue to be consistent to become a champion.
You know, as we enter this game 1, you could start to feel the energy in here as opposed to when we started this show, right? For a guy like SGA playing at home, is it harder in a home game or away game when it's your first game of the NBA Finals? So, for instance, Tyrese Halliburton, you know, playing on the road, we know how the Pacers do on the road, or Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in front of all of his home crowd and all the people with those expectations.
Well, for the finals, both times, I started on the road. So, you know, for me, no, actually I didn't. I think it's easier to play on the road because it's a normal kind of routine. You get up, you get on the team bus, you go, you eat together, you move together. So your routine doesn't change. But this is the damn finals, man. Ain't nobody worried about routines and all that. Yo, if you can't be productive in this environment, you shouldn't have been here anyway.
The only
And
thing,
you might not have one game, but you won't have a whole series where you just are not effective if you're part of this environment.
The only thing I hated, like for example, let's just say we played a game 7 when we had 3 days off. I could be like this for 3 days. But I can't be like this for 10 days.
And he's got the mean mug.
You know what I'm saying? After the 4th day, you got to coach and give you a day off, and you come back like this, and then you try to get it back. So when we played y'all, I was actually tired. Not physically tired, but just mentally tired from
trying to be.
Yeah, just trying to be, just like super focused. So, hopefully both these teams are not rusty.
Thank the Lord y'all won early. Thank you.
I know, right?
Hey, don't forget, you're going to hear from NBA Commissioner Adam Silver here on NBA TV.